All right, we're back. Captain Blue Gremlin in the ship, the starship. We are, where are we? We are in Ezar. We have a quick job back here in Akrux, dropping off in Starcross, and then take Hansel and Gretel to the Furcad system by the 2nd of October, and then up to Earth and Luna. And then I think we'll go to high speed space and get 50, what do you call them? Quantum keystones. So there's a good payoff for those in Wanderer space. But right now we've got a job to do. So let's go over here. They need plastic. I don't think I need 200 extra Marines. Space. Looks like a Leviathan. Alright. Government of Starcross pays you 175,000 credits for apprehending the criminal. 129 for the family we've been carrying. Pretty sure we have the map for here. No, we don't. Now we do. And let's now go over here to Solace in the Furcad system. Rush delivery and another rush delivery. Well, lo and behold, we have a way of getting there unbelievably quickly. And we'll just wait for everybody to catch up to us. Get into a square position. Furcad. They have an engineering room in this ship. Right, drop off cargo of gold, cannulas, passengers, lapidary saws. Hansel and Gretel made it to Solace. They thank you for escorting them. 125,000 credits. We'll take it. Let's see what jobs we got here. We got another transport to Quark World. More workers to Luna. And it looks about right. We got enough juice to jump up to Luna. So let's do that. They need foods, of course. Oops. All right. There we are. Install system. Waiting at Luna for the rest of our ragtag fleet that we captured to catch up to us. There's a shipyard here, so we'll sell them. They're starting to come in. Is that all of them? I think so. Wish the workers best of luck. Wish passengers luck. Bye-bye, bye-bye. And let's go to the shipyard. Sell all of these. Let's make it easier first. Let's go to the outfitter. See what they have that we would like. Gatling gun, Gatling turret. I've yet to try one of those. Sounds pretty useful. Yeah, doesn't look like anything too interesting. So we'll just sell them. For 11 million, we've got 107 million now. Probably could afford to buy a few more shield beetles. All right, we have a job in Glory, which we have to go up there as part of the Free Worlds campaign. So let's go up there. Drop off opals. Soon after you land, a middle-aged tourist couple approach you and ask if you'd be willing to take them to Skymoot to see the dragons. Katerina recommended you. You tell them you would be glad to. She mentioned something about this. The man, who is wearing floral print shorts and carrying an absurdly large camera, introduces himself as Marty. And this is my wife, Sarah, he adds. Would you mind taking a picture of us? They pose in front of your ship. Better take 2 pictures in case she blinks, says Marty. As you help them bring their oversized suitcases on board. Let's get back to the chat. You can't help wondering why Katya would be friends with such a quintessential pair of rich, uncultured buffoons. Much later that night, as planned, 3 shadowy figures load a set of unmarked crates into your cargo bay. caught you assured you that the contents are harmless, just intended to distract the Republic security officers, but you can't help feeling like you're getting involved in something shady. You know why? It's because you're getting involved in something shady. That's why. All right, so let's give them some monies. And we got enough to make it up to High Home? We do. We do. All right. All right, we're on High Home. One thing we definitely want to do is we want to buy 50. I think we want to sell some stuff too. But I do think we want to buy 50 quantum keystones into our cargo bay. So let's buy 60. That way we'll have some extras. Yeah, that's the ticket. And since we have heavy lasers and such, I think let's buy a shield beetle. Nah, we'll wait till we get some jump drives. Yeah, that's good. All right, well, that's all we're here for. Are there any jobs of note? No, not really. So let's go back to what are these planets here? Let's jump here and see what we find. We're eventually going to go to Stormhold. So they want equipment. So we'll buy equipment. What do we have in cargo? We have broken jump drive, small heat shunts, large heat shunt, a fuel processor, an engineering room. I'm going to sell that. Ion thruster, going to sell that. I think that's good. Let's put a couple of those in cargo. All right. And we're going to stop here. There is a planet uninhabited. Let's land on it. The most disturbing thing about the empty Korath cities on this planet is how pristine they are. No sign of bombing or weapons fire. Either everyone who lived here chose to leave, or they were killed by a weapon that did no damage to the buildings. Outside the cities, plant and animal life has begun to flourish, and some other smaller villages have already been swallowed up by the growing forests. Climate's temperate, rainfall's plentiful. Aside from the reduction in biodiversity, it will not take this place long to forget its former owners. All right, where's the next place we got? we got here? Looks like Soliflex Refinery. This station's hull is pockmarked by weapons fire and torn open by larger explosions. Only one section remains that still contains atmosphere. Inside are corpses of a few dozen Korath, mummified by exposure to the dry and antiseptic air of the station. It's not pretty. This appears to have been a refinery processing ore harvested from the system's unusually dense population of metallic asteroids. This could be a good spot to hunt asteroids. Good to know. To mine. Let's go over here. What do we got here? Ooh, a friendly outfitter. Let's go there. A few of the Korath in this spaceport greet you when you land, holding up both hands with their palms towards you. One of them says something that sounds like Human Ifreti Naskor Amas Victora. It's clear that none of them speak your language, but they seem friendly and willing to trade. Cool. We can do that. What do they sell? Piercer missile racks, cluster mine racks. Bunch of standard stuff. Ooh, they sell fuel processors. And a command center. Spartan command center that can be installed in a captured robotic ship to allow it to have a pilot. One bunk. Huh. Interesting. And it looks like about it. A map. Let's take that. What's the map say? Oh, look at this. We got multiple places with we got a core of Freddy station, a Quarg city, a ring, and another outfitter, and another city, and a bunch of unexplored places. All right, we're going to Stormhold. After a few hours of investigating the spaceport, you learn that the captain of the Bart, the Gray, is planning to ambush the RNS Brewster. Hopefully, delivering this information will be worth your effort. Yes. Hopefully. Okay. Yeah, nothing we want to buy here. Actually, let's buy some more grenades because we've got 300 troops. And job board, large rival gang, small rival gang, energy cannons up to there, 1.2 million. Yeah. And then competition, syndicate, and competition. In 2 jumps, 500,000 and 750 million. Not gonna do it. 55 tons of stolen pleasure craft. No thank. No thanks. We got here 17 tons of untaxed vodka. Let's do that one. I like being an alcohol thief. Tax evader. I'm gonna hire full crew because we could run into some Korath ships. Find the contact at the edge of the spaceport. Cargo of untaxed vodka is removed. Collect your payment. Nice. Outfitter. What do we have stored here? A heavy laser turret. I think we can sell that. All right. Let's get some more jump drives. Over here is a system. Korath are in the process of plundering a disabled Star Explorer. Alright, this Star Explorer has 700 passengers, but they also have a jump drive, which I can take. They have a large systems core, but I don't have the capacity to take that. So I took their jump drive, and then this Talavret, which is a I can capture this, and it has a jump drive. Beautiful. All right, and then let's go look at this Star Explorer. Oh, the poor Star Explorer blew up. We got over here some Korath ships. Those blew up. Let's go back. I want to investigate that Star Explorer some more. The original crew was killed by the Korath. Find the captain's log, read it. Only the final entry survived. We've landed on Sundive after testing out this strange device. It was only by chance we had the opportunity to acquire it from an alien vessel which pirates had disabled. Our journey from Polaris took but a single day, But this device, amazing as it is, consumes double the fuel of a hyperdrive. Despite this, I've decided to set course for the systems to the east. We finally have the opportunity to explore a region of space that is truly unknown. Perhaps we may even reach the center of the galaxy as we boldly set forth where no human has gone before. We carry the hopes of dreams of those, yada, 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 yada. Okay, got it. Let's capture that Korath ship. 1.8%. Oh boy. Let's give it a whirl. Not looking good. Nope. We blew up. Okay. Try again. All right, we're in Shangri-La. So, we captured Korath's ship. Captured a Palavret. They got some good turrets. Mining turret I don't need. Don't need Firelight missile banks. We have an extra jump drive also. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to keep this guy forever, but I'm going to keep him for now. Heat shots. What's he got for a jump? He needs another fuel processor. What are ours? 1800? 1800. So he needs. Limit breaker. A triple plasma core we can sell. buy a fission reactor instead and put 2 of those on the ship and a radiothermal, and we'll only need 1 of those, so that's good. Got a broadband amplifier, an artifact from the early era of space exploration. Improves the range of cargo and outfit scanners. Increases the amount of time. Cool. I'll install it on my flagship. Here we are. Almost 200 thermal repeater rifles for my flagship. Gives me 210 of those. I'm going to sell 100 of the pulse rifles. These thermal repeater rifles have great attack and defense, and have just increased my capabilities tremendously. So that's good. And then I've got this Palavrette, which has now a turret mount free. Let's put a tractor beam on it, and it has gun space free too. Let's put on a couple beam lasers. It has blaze pike turrets, which are fire. They overheat enemy ships very quickly. They're great. Everybody should have a couple. We don't have a battery pack on this ship because, why? Because it's got a systems core. I like to have battery packs. All right, let's leave Pavlorette not have more, has 250, but we've got almost 300, so it does not have more personnel. It does have more cargo space, but that's okay. I do want to install that broadband amplifier. I don't want to do an outfit expansion. Let's get rid of some of those. And what can I change out? Not much. Battery power. Small thrust module, small reverse module. I can store one of those. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll install that, but I will sell one of my security stations because I only need one because I got better thing now. So may use up more cargo space. Outfit scan efficiency needed 2. So I need another outfit scanner. Man, this is driving me crazy. Alright, let's put that in storage. Let's buy another outfit scanner and then install. It needs Cargo scan. Oh, gotta have one of those. By Dell. And now I can install it. Gotta have a cargo scanner before you can install it. That makes perfect sense, right? Right? No, but that's the way it is. All right, I got 9 left. 9 installs, so I'm good. Okay, and let's go get some more drives. All right, there's that Star Explorer. Let's take it. Oh, come on, guys. Don't blow up my wreck. Star Explorer got blown up too. All right, let's go back and start that again. Read it. Okay. Done. All right. I can't capture it, but I can take its jump drive. Take. And its fuel processor. All right, let's get out of here. Oh man, I took that stupid Star Explorer's jump drive earlier. Now it's stuck here. What do I gotta do? How far do I have to go back? How far can I go back? Stormhold. Shangri-La. Let's go back to Stormhold. Wow. Alright. Things gotta happen. Gotta happen in a particular way. Got it. torpedo has been destroyed. Let's try it again. Alright, read it again. Now I got this puppy and I got its jump drive. Everybody gather around me, keep me safe. See how many staff this puppy's 150. No, I don't have enough, but I can take his jump drive and fuel processor and small heat sinks. And let's go to Polaris. Our new Star Explorer, which we are probably going to plunder and sell. With no particular need for beat up Star Explorer like that. Hopefully. Find your contact at the, oh yeah, our untaxed vodka took care of that. Alright, so now, what do we have? We have a Star Explorer. It's half a dozen laser turrets, a torpedo launcher, a jump drive, taking that. Systems core, taking that. Small heat shunt, taking that. Taking its fuel processor, taking its large radar jammer, brig, taking its broadband amplifier, and it has a bunch of thermal repeater rifles. I'm taking those. And it has a medical bay. Do any of our ships have a medical bay? I want to look. Medical bay. Yes, we do. Okay. So let's sell this Star Explorer. We're going to sell the Star Explorer. Yes, we are. There we go. And now we have all these goodies. Got 2 jump drives in storage. Beautiful. Let's install this broadband amplifier. And there we go. Let's install these thermal repeater rifles. Okay. Now let's go back to that system. 43 engineers. No. Okay. Let's go back to that system and get some more ships. Let's get a Ran-O-Wreck as a flagship, shall we? destroyed my flagship. That's not good. Got a little hot. Capture this one. Oh yeah. Blaze pike turret. I do not see a jump drive. Why would I take him if he doesn't have a jump drive? Take his system core. That's all I can take. No jump drive. Landing on Ferritin. Guns, generator. Don't need a little fighter in this system. What I really need is some more capital ships. these? Lecoparati. Ooh, they have a jump drive. Flagship. 11%. I'll take it. Nope. Darn it. The heck did I jump to? I don't want to do that. That was one of their home worlds. Yeah, I definitely don't want to do that. Good grief. Alright, I'm going to capture this guy and jump out of here. It explodes. Alright. Round me, boys. I just wait around for them to show up. Harvesting, farming. Alright, captured another one. Alright, so we got that Stormhold ship. Or that Star Explorer. Now we have a Korath. Standard old Korath ship, which I am going to sell after I strip it. And yep, I'm just gonna sell it. Thrusters, let's keep those just in case. And I got lots of, okay, so here we go. Trading, sell all my cash. Shipyard, sell this guy. 9 million. 118 million, and I have count them, 3 jump drives and 3 medium system cores. And yeah, I could get 3 more shield beetles going. Let's do that. All right, we're just building our fleet until we're an unstoppable, unimaginable force, which is not going to be that much longer. Still want to Ranarek. Let's try one more time on the way up there. Too many of them. I want to be able to drop into that situation and just be able to gather up my troops and hang on. Too many troops for me to take on. Let me take his jump drive. This guy can probably take. See if I got enough crew that I can actually land on a planet. Yeah, eventually. Alright, so now I have another ship. Okay, up to a high home. Outfitter. I'm not going to sell this guy yet since I don't have a shipyard here. What do they need at high home? Medical. Jobs do I have? Assist the free worlds, refugee family to Humanica, keystones, broken jump drive, frontier reports, bounties, passenger transports. So 5 and 8, 8 passengers. And frontier report doesn't take any. So yeah, I could handle that. All right. Let's go to the outfitter. And wait a minute, where's my pamphlet? There it is. All right. I want its jump drive. I want its System core. Heat sinks. Fuel processor. Definitely don't want any of its power generating stuff. Take its engines. Let's sell it. You recall a hooded figure offering a business opportunity in this shipyard. Do you want to follow the directions? Sure. Uh, while you're pondering whether or not there will be enough space to land your ship at the beach, you notice a train ticket attached to the paper. A few more written notes give specific directions, how to get there, clear demand not to take your starship. To your surprise, the local train station is underground. You can't begin to make sense of the enormity of it. It almost feels like you can reach the entire planet from here. You ask a Hai for directions, feeling embarrassed when you learn that all you had to do was scan your ticket at a nearby terminal and all relevant information would be displayed for you. After departing the train station, you hike for a few hours until you reach your destination. You look around for the stranger, sight a cave, some sparse vegetation, and a beach itself. You can't see anything significant. Double check that these are the right coordinates and look around some more. You see two hooded figures. They make their way towards you. Their faces remain impossible to glimpse beneath their hoods. Hello, Gremlin. One says to you, "We are sorry for this secrecy, but the truth is we cannot afford to take risks. It is best for all if you do not know who we are, and we needed a secluded area to speak to you. Tell me more." Suddenly you hear a loud roar coming from the sea behind you, and the ground begins to shake. Turn around. The waves become agitated, and wind rushes past you as a shape surrounded by fumes emerges out of the water as if an ancient sea monster was rising from the depths. But it's no monster, it's a ship, and its weapons are aimed straight at you. Run, wait, or try to contact my fleet for help, or shoot it. Uh, yeah, that I'm not going to bring a pistol to a gunship fight. Let's wait. You can barely hear anything over the sound of the engines as the ship proceeds to land on the beach. Suddenly, all is calm. They turn to you, one more at ease than the other. This ship means you no harm. Say nothing, or why didn't you say anything before that happened? Say nothing. Your ship is our guarantee. This ship is our guarantee that nothing goes wrong should you attempt something against us. After all, we are still not sure if we can trust you. The two Hai then take you to a nearby cave. Crystals embedded in the walls cast a faint blue glow as you follow them until you approach a large chamber where sunlight breaks through cracks, revealing another ship. The first Hai then speaks again. That ship outside is not for sale. This one, however, is a mighty relic of the past, intended for war from the times our empire used to control the stars, an Anomalocaris. What is this about? Second one now takes a step towards you to speak, almost interrupting the first. We have a proposition for you. Should you agree to bring much needed supplies to our brethren, the Unfettered Hai, we will sell you this ship for the modest price of 10 million credits, including two weapons belonging to the savage Korath. First one seems surprised by this and tries to intervene, but the second resumes before they can speak up. These legendary weapons can interfere with nearly any engine system. Worry not, you'll be able to recuperate the cost of this ship with ease by assisting us. A load of medical supplies is needed on Dark Cloak in the Wayut system. We've been there, and we lack the time and personnel to bring them ourselves on such short notice. Of course, the ship is aging, and you should not expect the best price in a shipyard. Nevertheless, it is a fine vessel capable of fighting, freighting, and mining. So what do you say, Gremlin? This is the opportunity of a lifetime. They simply don't make ships like this anymore. But the last time I did this, I spent a lot of money on a ship that was basically worthless. I will help you if you lack crew who was piloting the other ship. The less you know, the better for all of us. Why was that other ship hidden underwater? We found it there. It is hard to find a drop of rain in a storm, but the drop of rain may see all as it falls, the other one adds. I will help you. They give you access to the ship and proceed to explain the details. It's of no real significance, but surely you understand we cannot go through standard means for this sale. We will instead present it as a fine. You'll be charged for carrying technology you had no idea was forbidden, as these Korath weapons are suspicious indeed. However, it will not go on your permanent record. Well, that's nice. Quickly realize they are not asking you for your opinion at all. In fact, you receive notice of the fine before they've even finished speaking. We will need to make some modifications to the ship before you can use it. Why would they mind a different ship? As this ship is ancient, the Unfettered will try to preserve it. The same might not be true for other ships. They walk away and you cannot hear them speak anymore, leaving you with the access codes to the ship so you can bring it to the shipyard. With autopilot, you do that without difficulty. All right, so here we are. You leave the shipyard and go to the spaceport after your encounter. A worker immediately greets you while others begin to fill your ship with crates, and a quick check of the shipment data shows that the cargo's already been allocated. All that's left is to deliver it to Darkcloak. It would be wise to bring the Anomalacaris we trusted you with for your delivery. Yes. Duh. Okay. So, I was going to sell this Korath ship. Sell. Now that leaves me with the Anomalacaris to configure. It is a medium warship, and I'm going to have to do battle with it. Not using it. It has pulse repeater turret, it has chameleon anti-missile, thermal repeater turrets. Let's add a heavy laser, two heavy laser turrets, and it only carries 2 guns. Has pulse repeaters. Let's put heavy lasers on there. Running out of outfit space. So, medium system core. Large heat shunt. Don't need a value detector. Fuel processor. Limit breaker. Boulder reactor, high valley batteries, 47,000. Yep, better keep those. Has 98. So, steering and thrusting. Okay. Let's see, what should I get? I should do a couple outfit expansions and add some regeneration, quantum keystone, and that's good. Leaves me with a pretty heavy weapon. All right. So that will be our flagship. We need to use that as a flagship when we get to Waiute, actually, which is after we get there. We have a battle to fight. As you enter the system, you prepare for a fight to get the cargo through. However, the usually aggressive Unfettered have suddenly stopped firing at you. Nice. After landing, a group of Unfettered gather around your ship and begin unloading the medical supplies, although strangely they don't seem to be in any hurry. Shortly after they're finished, you receive a rather brief message from the Hai you bought the ship from, along with an unusually large sum of credits. Thanks for helping our brethren, Gremlin. Please accept these 1.5 million credits. After delivering the supplies, you realize your ship is the center of attention. One Unfettered that looks like an engineer comes to speak to you, initially warmer than usual compared to your previous experiences with other Unfettered. Welcome. Although I do not know how you have obtained this ship, I imagine some of us will see it as a sign. You see it as a relic of our past, a past that we are quite proud of. As such, most unfettered warriors will say that you need to prove your right to use it. After a sigh, her tone then changes, but I don't believe in any of that. What does matter to me is that ship is both durable and filled with valuable ancient technology. All of a sudden, she raises her voice for everyone to hear. I, Mara, challenge you. The winner will earn the right to own this honorable relic and its mighty weapons. Can I just sell it to you? No, because in the eyes of my brethren, that would mean I too did not deserve the ship, and they would challenge me for it. You will win the right to access our worlds, but in order to keep our respect, you must keep this Anomalacaris in good condition until you prove yourself another way. It is a priceless artifact. Should you refuse to prove your worth, you will no longer be allowed to land here. Beware, for although there are no official rules, you may only use the Anomalacaris. So, will you take to the skies, or are you too afraid? I accept. Good, I won't be fighting you personally. It is too risky. I am but an engineer, but I do not want to deny my brother and his crew the opportunity to prove themselves against a powerful human warrior. Her friends seem to be in on it. One that appears to be their leader approaches you. So, you think you deserve to fly this mighty ship of the High Empire? Yeah, what makes you think that, human? Another one adds. Say nothing. I guess we'll find out, says a third. Not a friendly competition is a fight for you to truly earn the right to fly the ship. You should know that this fight has a few implicit rules. Uh, I'll explain them to you. It's a duel. Nobody other than us may interfere, but you should also know that being disabled counts as a loss. Don't even think about switching us by switching to something other than the Anomalacaris, or we won't bother showing up. Da, da. So, you should prepare yourself to take off with the Anomalacaris and nothing else. All right? So, let's put the Anomalacaris up here in flagship position. And let's go to park all my ships. All right, so all I have is that. So trading, sell all, and uh, let's look at what I have in cargo. Oops. I have quantum keystones, the broken jump drive. Okay, I can keep all of that stuff handy. All right. All right. Let's do this thing. Part. 8 of the passengers aboard a mission do not having enough bunks available for 8 of the passengers. What mission? Ancient claim, 3 refugees, keystones, broken jump drive, frontier report, passenger transport. I only have 8 passengers. How many does this thing carry? Oh, it only carries 2. All right, so let's add, well, crap. All right, well, they're just passengers to Humanica. That's fine. Yes. As you leave the planet's atmosphere, you receive a short message. We're waiting for you on Emma Tai today. Do not disappoint us. All right, so up here. And we have an actual battle on our hands. As you enter the system, you see your challenger is indeed waiting for you, and they promptly send you a hail. So that's what you got, monkey. Show us that you control your weapons well, as any warrior should. Prove to us that you have the strength to disable our ships, yet still have the restraint not to destroy them. All right. Take him on face to face. He's got a sea scorpion. Regenerating faster than him. And it's destroying his hull. I haven't even lost my shields yet. We surrender. Land on Fireload to receive your reward. Where's Fireload? Right here. When you land in one piece, Mara approaches looking quite surprised. You really won. I saw everything, and the data they got on the effects of these exotic weapons will be quite useful for my research. Was it hard for you? It was fun. Well, congratulations. Authorization to land on the condition that you keep this relic from our past in one piece. So we got it. So there we go. The Unfettered have clearly noticed that you have a jump drive. A large crowd of them has gathered. Do you want to talk with them or perhaps arrange a sale of your jump drive? Yes. As soon as you approach the crowd, one of them steps forward and says, 1 million credits and the friendship of the true high people. That is our offer for the jump drive. Can you offer me more than that? Sorry, but if I give you this jump drive, I will lose my ability to capture more. Be patient and I will give you some. Besides, I've already got permission to mess around in your systems. So let's go back to where my ships are. I don't want to arrange. I don't want to talk to him about my jump drive. I want to unpark all my local ships. And I want to put the Anomalacaris, no longer my flagship. And it needs some fuel pods. It doesn't need some massive battery array. Let's do just regular batteries and let's do some fuel pods. All right, there's some. I think I need to add some fuel processors. All right. That is it for the Anomalacaris. Now I am free to putz around here in these places, and let's buy 2 shield beetles because I have, how many jump drives do I have? I think I have 3. Let's buy 2 shield beetles. Jumper. And I already have a Thunder hero. All right. And these guys, I will get rid of my high tracker pods, high storage pods, and my octopus jammers. And my value detectors. All right, let's go back to High Home. Finish configuring these guys. Okay. These two. Wait a minute, where'd they go? All right, there they are. All right, these two need some guns, and one of them gets a jump drive. The other one keeps its hyperdrive. Jump 1,000. Good. All right. And they should be all set. Oh, one of them has jump drive. This one definitely needs more fuel pods. There we go. 1,800. The Anomalacaris. Fuel pods. Yep, yep. Yep. Definitely got to do something about those. And okay, that's our ships. Let's head to Polaris, where I have more jump drives. All right, everybody's here. Who doesn't have a jump drive? This guy. Okay. So sell, buy. Still got 2 jump drives. Ooh, nice. Oh, you know what they should have? They should have a bunch of um, these guys. All right. Okay. Let's get on with the game. We have configured everything we've got. We need some more of this and that. Earth. Met to report to Republic Intelligence, and they give us 25,000 credits for each of them. Good, and now we really don't have any missions except over with the Remnant and the Free Worlds. Um, didn't we have a job? Oh no, we screwed up the Free Worlds job. We got to go back. Yep, got to go back. Well, poop. So much for that plan. Now we have the anomaly. Yep, we're back to where we started with the Anomalacaris. I can't abort those missions because of the Free Worlds. Well, crud. All right, well, I'll figure out what to do. That's it for today.